It was a warm Labor Day afternoon when all of a sudden, lies.
These are pimps. They are not management companies.
Stealing.
Hey, so all the money's gonna go to us first, and then we're gonna pay you.
Tana Mongeau.
And Tana's like, oh, it's called Tana's Angels. Tana, you're a pimp.
This TikToker, Miss Ginger Snap Queen, aka Meepasaurus, unleashed a viral video upon the web with a lot of claims and anecdotal evidence of a corrupt system. The system in question? Onlyfans agencies. So what did she say? Does it have any validity? Let's find out. The first thing we have to look into is this claim that OnlyFans agencies are preying upon younger women with poppin' online followings, maybe even those who are already working in the adult industry, and approach them for management. The goal?
They want a piece of the f***ing pie.
Let's see what Marcus Hustle has to say about this. He's one of the, I assume, hundreds of guys online trying to teach other people how they can start an OnlyFans management business. Okay, so I'm going to pretend I'm doing this too, and this guy is going to teach me. How do I start managing girls?
So if you're watching this, you probably have access to Wi-Fi or a phone or a laptop. That means you can get started today.
Okay, access to a phone, I have that. Great start.
This is going to be the first foundational steps on actually your entire journey. So this will be the actual logo of the agency itself, the name of the agency, of course, a website for the agency itself, your social medias as well, so such as perhaps your Instagram and any other social media platforms that you might want to advertise onto as well.
Name, logo, website, social media, right. Okay, so just things that I would need to make myself look as legit as possible without having any actual business experience. That's easy. I can do that. I'm ready. What's step 2?
So now you have everything set up. Your next step is, of course, to find your first client to work with. Just cold outreach. So this is basically models who don't know who you are, completely random models you're reaching out to on Instagram, maybe perhaps their email, you're trying to get through to them through their manager.
Okay, all right. So I'll just DM girls on Instagram. I'll say, hey, I want to manage your OnlyFans career. And they'll be like, sign me up. Where do we start?
Just reaching out to girls who you might already know. So girls you went to university with, maybe you worked with them previously in a 9-to-5, or maybe it's your ex. Who cares?
Or what? This guy just wants me to ask people I know? That's so embarrassing. I feel like the only people that would do this kind of thing have a staggering low level of self-awareness for how creepy that is, and an unwavering self-confidence to actually make it happen. Neither of those things I have.
But that's how you're going to be able to get your first model. Super simple. You reach out to them, you explain to them what you do and how you could potentially help them. You jump on a Zoom call, and then on that Zoom call, you then actually go ahead and get them to sign an agreement.
He really breezed through the agreement part of this interaction. Like, some girl is just going to take this so seriously that they'll just blindly sign some kind of mystery agreement that I'm going to be their manager. What kind of agreement are we talking about here?
Oh, that's another thing. They create like this contract that's totally not binding, and it has all this legal jargon, and so all these women who are 19 and are making all this money, all these predators, right?
Ah, yes, that's the missing piece right there. Locking naive young women into contracts where the money that they'll be earning will be doled out to them by some agency that could very well be just some dude who watched this video. What exactly are these agencies even doing for these creators? Well, if we take a gander at this article from Cosmo, agencies exist to help models manage their productivity, schedule work, help with time management, and marketing. That does actually seem helpful. People are busy, and if you're running a popular business like an adult content site, you might want some extra hands to help with some of the more administrative stuff. And while I'm sure there are some reputable agencies out there that do good work, there's probably hundreds of other bad actors out there that watched videos like this and propped up a legit-looking business, made someone sign away their account through a contract, and got screwed. Later on in this Cosmo article, we get a story from a woman named Polly, who shares a devastating experience she had with an agency. The agency told Polly they would do everything. She logged out of her OnlyFans account so they could post her content and reply to fans. They'd monitor her email inbox and the money made, paying her an allowance each month, 40% of the profit. They took 60%. Polly was new to this. She didn't know how it worked. Plus, they were convincing. 2 months passed without them paying her. Spiraling, she demanded her login details. Her blood ran cold. The agency had earned $9,000 from her and had only sent her a meager cut, not the 40% she thought they agreed. And this is absolutely disgusting. They don't include the name of the agency here, but there are plenty of examples of OnlyFans agencies that have very public lawsuits against them from women who were taken advantage of. One agency is called Unruly, which is broadly a social media management company that has an arm of adult content agencies. Unruly has been sued several times for a variety of reasons, but here's one example of a lawsuit between Unruly and Sarah Stage. Stage alleges that Unruly was pressuring her to produce explicit content when she did not want to. Unruly deemed this to be a breach of their contract, there's that word again, and they filed a counterclaim against Sarah. But Unruly is a very legit company. They manage some of the best and brightest stars of our generation, like Harry Jowsey and Tana Mongeau. Right? They can't be that bad, and they're 100% female-owned. The CEO of Unruly is a woman named Tara Electra, which is a fun name. And Tana has her own OnlyFans management imprint under Unruly, where she also does...
I have an agency under OnlyFans where I sign people and I manage them and I bring them to the correct managers to help them and do the stuff like that, which is an awesome source of revenue.
Okay. So Tana basically uses the brand of Tana's Angels to recruit girls into a bigger agency where they actually do all the work. So like, does this mean that Tana's Angels is just a name, logo, website, and social media leading to someone who doesn't actually know what's going on? I wonder if the people working at Unruly have watched this guy's video, Marcus Hustle, my guy. They just stole the whole blueprint from him.
Tana, you're a pimp.
I guess technically she is. If you just Google OnlyFans agencies, you'll get a lot of articles, including this LinkedIn article that showcases the best OnlyFans agencies you should use. I like to think these infractions in that industry are hopefully more limited than not. I do believe that there's good-hearted people out there that don't want to take advantage. That's just the optimist in me, though. Optimist Prime. I don't want to believe everyone is just a scammy creeper. It doesn't help that when I try to find testimonies of creators having positive relationships with management companies, all I see is a flurry of ads and videos saying the same thing. I started an OnlyFans management company and I made X amount of money and you can too. Like, for real, where are just the people on the other side of it that are having a good experience? I'm really glad I got to see Meepasaurus's video. It was really the catalyst of why I started looking into all of this. And I'm glad that there are people out there brave enough to expose bad practices. But for the people that genuinely need help managing this kind of work, it'd also be helpful to hear recommendations for those who want to work with a reputable agency that isn't just on some LinkedIn listicle. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, comment what you thought about this. I know there was a lot to go over in this video. I super appreciate and love you all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.